Welcome to Wonder in the Word, where science, scripture, and daily life come together to reveal the beauty of God's creation. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're digging into one of the most beautiful and personal verses in the Bible, Psalm 139, verse 14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You've probably heard that verse a million times before, but what does it really mean? Not just as a poetic phrase, but scientifically, historically, or spiritually. So today, we're going to explore deep and unpack this verse layer by layer, from understanding the ancient Hebrew meaning to modern biology, and using biblical theology all the way to the nervous system and using history to hope. So let's start with the basics, the Hebrew behind the words. Psalm 139 was written by King David, a warrior poet who has wrestled deeply with God. He wasn't just a king. He was someone who asked big questions about life, identity, and purpose. The Hebrew for fearfully is yer, and it doesn't mean scared. It means reverence, awe, to stand before something so majestic you don't even have words. Wonderfully comes from pala, which means to be set apart, to be incomprehensible, extraordinary, and beyond explanation. David is saying, God, the way you made me leaves me in awe. It blows my mind. He wasn't talking about beauty or perfection. He was overwhelmed by intentionality. Now let's remember the context. In the ancient world, creation stories often had chaos or violence at their base. The Babylonian gods made humans to be slaves. The Greek had gods who were flawed and unpredictable. But David's God, he knits us together. He sees us. He writes our days before one of them comes to be. Now let's jump forward to today, to modern science. Inside each of your cells is something amazing called DNA, which is a long spiral code made up of over 3 billion letters, which include A, T, C, and G. And that code, it tells your body how to build you, how tall you are, what color your eyes are, how your organs function, and much more. So if you stretch out all the DNA in your body, it could go to the sun and back multiple times. Dr. Francis Collins, who led the Human Genome Project, once said that DNA is a language of God. It's not chaos, it's coded intelligence, packed with order, purpose, and complexity. And here's the kicker. Every single human being has a slightly different code. That means there will never been, and will never be another you. God didn't mass produce humans. He hand wrote your blueprint. And Psalm 139 verse 16 says, all the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. That sounds a lot like divine programming to me. Now, if DNA is the blueprint, the nervous system is the electrical grid. Your brain contains around 100 billion neurons, more than stars in the Milky Way. Those neurons send messages to each other at speeds up to 250 miles per hour. Think about that. Your brain is doing thousands of things right now, regulating your breathing, processing sound, filtering distractions, generating emotions, and it's all happening without you even thinking about it. No computer on Earth comes close to this processing power of the mind. But what's even more beautiful, science still doesn't fully understand consciousness, how thoughts and feelings and memories exist. You are more than a machine. You have a soul, and no one else can feel the world quite like you do. As David wrote, such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. So let's go back to history. In ancient times, people didn't have microscopes or MRIs. They didn't know about DNA or neurons, but even they knew the human body was something sacred. Greek philosophers like Hippocrates began exploring medicine, but their knowledge was limited. In the Middle Ages, some thought the body was too sinful to be studied. Then came the Renaissance. Enter people like Leonardo da Vinci, who dissected human bodies, not to disrespect them, but to admire the craftsmanship. His sketches of muscles, bones, organs, they're stunning. You can see his reverence in the way he drew. He called the human body a divine machine. Today we know more than ever before. We can 3D print organs, perform brain surgery, but the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. That awe, that mystery is exactly what David was expressing. Now let's make this personal. There's a man named Nick Vujicic. He was born without arms or legs, and for a long time he felt useless, angry at God, but over time he discovered his voice. Today, he speaks around the world, inspiring millions. He once said, God doesn't make mistakes, but he does make miracles. I'm one. You are too. Or take Temple Grandin, a woman with autism. Her brain is wired differently. She thinks in pictures. That difference, once seen as a disability, helped her revolutionize animal science. These aren't just inspiring stories. They are living proof that being fearfully and wonderfully made doesn't mean easy or perfect. Rather, it means intentional, sacred, and crafted with care. Whatever your story is, whether you feel broken, unseen, anxious, confused, depressed, this verse is for you. You are woven. You are known. You are seen. So here's the complete big picture. From the cells in your skin to the galaxies overhead, everything points to a God who creates with purpose. Psalm 8 says, "When I consider the heavens, the work of your fingers, what is man that you are mindful of him? You are not an accident, not an afterthought, not the result of random mutations. You are a masterpiece in motion. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. The next time you look in the mirror, don't just see the flaws, see design. The next time you doubt your worth, remember your wiring. And the next time you feel small, remember you were knit together by the same God who hung the stars." Thanks for joining me on Wondering the Word today. If today's episode sparked your curiosity or stirred your faith, share with a friend, and don't forget to follow the show so you never miss a moment of wonder. You can connect more on Instagram at Wondering the Word and join the conversation using hashtag Wondering the Word. Until next time, stay curious, stay rooted in truth, and never stop wondering at the beauty of God's creation, including you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made.